Hey guys, it's Jenny Levi. I wanted to go over our last 2 years with It Works. We just hit our 2 year anniversary. We hit it February 13th, so I'm a little late on the video. But February 13th, I have been in this company for 2 years, and I just wanted to do a quick overview of how this company has blessed us this last 2 years. So we started February 13th of 2013. We lived in LA, and we were not making it. We were living check to check. I had just had my fourth, had just had Jace, and we were just having a lot of trouble because we had to take Brecken up to his therapies, up to Children's Hospital and stuff in LA. And if you've ever lived in LA, you know that even though it's only 10 minutes away, it's going to take you about 2 hours with traffic and everything. So I was getting to the point where I had to cancel therapies because I just couldn't afford the gas in the car to get him up there. He had to be up there 5 days a week, so it was just really hard to get him up there all the time. I would kind of pick and choose and take him to physical therapy one week and then cancel speech, and then the next week I'd cancel occupational and take him to physical and speech, and it just got to where it was just too much. So I decided that I was going to start working. Problem is I haven't worked since before we were married, way before we were married, and we're going on about 11 years right now, so that was 9 years we've been married, and 9 years without a job. I had 4 children. I knew that if I went and got a job, I was not going to get paid very much, and I knew my check was going to go to childcare. I had to hire a CNA to take care of Brecken. It was too much. So, started looking into working from home, and I started doing Scentsy, more because I liked the stuff. I wanted to get it for the cheaper cost and stuff. But I was making about $60 a month, which was gas in the car. That was a tank of gas. In LA, it was a half a tank of gas, but now it would be a tank of gas. So kind of started moving into that and stuff. And I started having Lori Robbins and Jeree Caneller and Chad Caneller contacting me, telling me that I should get in on the wrap thing, that I should start selling that. I kind of was like, okay, I get it, but I don't use any of it because at the time that they were contacting me, I was pregnant with my fourth one, so I was like, well, I can't wrap, I'm pregnant. So had the fourth one, and they kept contacting me. They thought, you really should look into this. I think you could do really good with it. So finally gave in and signed up as a distributor. I figured, hey, if I could get my wraps for wholesale price, which I knew you could do as a loyal customer or a distributor, but why not try and make some money? Maybe there's some people who want to buy stuff. Signed up as a distributor, and signed a couple loyal customers. Of course, my grandma, who signs up for everything, no matter what, and signed a couple people. Got my free 120 to shop with. Got some wrap rewards, and then I got a phone call from Noelle Cruz, and she wanted to sign up. And I thought, okay, this could be good as one of my first distributors. And the way she talked and how I thought this could really work. We really could probably take this pretty far. She was very excited about it. I was very excited about it, and I thought, okay, let's see how far we can take this. So I signed up with in mind of making an extra couple $100. I wanted to be able to make enough for car insurance and gas. That was my goal. So we went through the first month. I double promoted to Ruby right away within 2 weeks. And my first check was triple what I was thinking. I was thinking about $300 a month, and it was about triple that for my first check. So I thought, if 2 weeks to a month, if I'm making this, I can definitely take this. I started using the wraps. I got amazing results. I couldn't believe the results I got, and I thought, man, we have hit the jackpot because this is an amazing product. I have my education in sports medicine, so I definitely knew how the wraps worked, and I knew that they worked because I knew the ingredients and how they did everything that they needed to do. So I knew it was going to work. I started getting really excited because I knew we were going to take this somewhere. So finally got my husband on board with everything. Had my rock star Noelle Cruz that was taking over her side of the team, and we just started running with it. Started promoting. I promoted up to triple diamond within the first 6 months, and this was all while homeschooling my 4 kids. And then we ended up getting moved to Colorado, which was great. My grandma was going through her chemo and everything, and I wanted to be home to be with her for the last couple of months that we had with her. one of the great things about this company is I was able to come home, and we had just found out we were pregnant again with our fifth, and we decided to try and spend some time with my grandma and stuff, so I wasn't working as hard as I had. And having that residual income was a huge deal to us. Um, Around Christmas time, we did lose my grandma, so I was able to take some time off to help deal with the funeral, to help deal with the family that was coming in and stuff. Then we went through crazy months because I was pregnant, had 4 kids. We were just the move to Colorado, all that stuff. So finally, I go in for my 32-week appointment with my daughter, and I am in labor, and my uterus is rupturing, and I have to go in and have her now. So I go in, have my daughter. She's does great. I do great. Everything's great. And one thing is, all of my children have always been NICU babies. Because of just certain different things, I think these days I think every baby goes to NICU. But this was the first baby that we actually had to leave at the hospital. All of my children have been in NICU, and they've always been able to extend my stay so I can stay with my children. This was the first one that we did not have released on the day that I was released. And this crushed me. I couldn't figure out how I was going to come home and work and deal with my children, and leave my child at a hospital instead of being there with her all the time. So what's awesome about this company is I didn't have to worry about that. My team came together, they worked their butts off, and I was getting a residual income from customers that I had already signed a couple of months before. So we still had a steady paycheck coming in while I went up for those couple weeks and sat with her in NICU. And that, to me, that was huge because life happens. And the problem with other jobs is most jobs, if you don't work, you don't get paid. I didn't have that problem with this. My team was so strong and just rocking it. I didn't have to worry. I knew that I was going to get a check anyway. I had worked my butt off before we had her, so I knew that this residual income was going to start coming in. And I knew, even though I was taking that couple weeks off, that I was going to turn around and go right back into work like crazy. So being able to say that I was able to sit up there and literally sit with my daughter as much as I wanted to, I was getting paid at the same time, and not a lot of people have a job like that. I know that there are jobs out there that I'm sure that help you with that kind of stuff, but if you take months off of work, they're going to quit paying you. This one didn't. So that really was the turning point for me, where I just knew that this was not even just a company, but a family, because my downline took care of me. They really pulled together and they took care of me, and just did awesome, did amazing. They took care of each other sideline. It wasn't just upline and downline, it was sideline. And that to me was huge, that even though they weren't getting paid off of something that they were doing, they were still willing to help. So that just proves that this company is more of a family than a company. So we got through all that and everything, and then 2 years later, here we are. We're still doing great. We still love the company. We still love the products. It has literally become part of our grocery list because we use so many of the products that we just have replaced a lot of our regular groceries with the protein and all that kind of stuff. But 2 years into this company, it has been one heck of a ride, and I love it. I am so glad that we found this. And I just want to thank Jaree and Chad and Noelle for, I'm sorry if you're hearing flushing in the background, my children. And I just, want to thank everybody for doing what they have done and for pulling us into this. Like I said, I want to thank Lori and Chad and Jaree for pulling us into this. I want to thank Noelle for just being my first push and realizing that we could really do this. And we have made so many friends, and I love the friends that we have made. These are a lot of people that we moved from, that we were just acquaintances. We weren't even really friends at the beginning, and all of a sudden this company just pulled us together. And I would say friends, but it's a family. It's a huge family. So I love that. I can't wait to see everybody at Green Carpet. Like I said, so 2 years later, we're not living check to check anymore. I'm able to take my son to all his therapies. I do have 5 children. I do homeschool. And I'm still working whenever I want to, but I'm still able to do what I want to. And it, like I said, doesn't feel like work. I feel like I'm just having a lot of fun. And I am so happy to be a part of this. I'm so thankful for all the people who have pulled together and just made us feel like family. And I can't wait to keep going. And I think I'm more excited in knowing that this is only 2 years later, and I still got a good 80 years. So I'm going to be doing this for 80 years because I'm rapping, so I'm going to look like this in 80 years. I've been using all the cleansing and the facial products, so like I said, I still look like I'm 24, which is awesome. But we're just going to stick with 24. So awesome. My kids love it. I love it. I'm able to do it with 1,000 things going on. So you can do this. There's so many people in our company that have so many walks of life. I've seen people with more kids than 5 that do this, that homeschool, you know, that there's so many circumstances that I've seen that are crazy. Single parents that are doing this with a million kids, and it's so inspiring to see everybody. They're doing it, so it's so possible. It's so possible for everybody to do this. There's zero reason that you can't do this. So. Plus, who wouldn't want to be part of this family? But I just want to thank everybody. Thank you for making this last 2 years really, really great. I want to thank my upline, my downline, my sideline. And I really want to tell you guys how much I love you. I really, really, really treasure every moment that we get to spend together, do Google Hangouts, do green carpets, all that stuff. It's making memories that are amazing to me, and my kids get to be a part of it. My husband gets to be a part of it. And best of all, my best friends get to be a part of it. So I love, love, love you guys, and you guys are doing great, and I really can't wait to see how this goes for the next couple years. I'll see you guys later.